whatever else. All right, guys. Welcome. My name is Mathew Bowman, and I'm coming from you guys from the Great Mission Chevrolet, where it's all about you. And I have the honor, and I am humbled and really appreciate the opportunity to present you guys with this vehicle I have behind me. Now, the GM isn't new to the mid-size class truck. They first came out with their first model in 1972 with the LUV. Now that was a global effort, partnering with Isuzu, where they bought their share into it, Isuzu. Now that truck was built half in Louisiana and half in Taiwan, and that's what I mean by it was a global effort. It wasn't just built here in the US or built overseas and then imported over here. It was built in both places so that, you know, we could get that global trade going. Fast forward a couple more years, you had the Chevrolet S10 come out. Now that's a classic Chevy. Everybody still comes in today asking for new S10s. Now what they don't understand is in 2005, after a 5-year hiatus in the mid-size class, the Chevy Colorado came out in 2005, replacing that S10. So when people come in asking for that S10, this is that replacement right here. The Chevrolet Colorado first came out in 2005 with the 5th generation of the GM midsize class truck. Now, after a 10-year run through and a total road testing, durability, and trying to figure out the best efficient truck possible, they came out with the 2nd generation Colorado. And I have the honor to present you guys with this all-new 2016 Chevrolet Colorado. Now, this one I have in front of me has the Z71 package. What that Z71 package gives you is it gives you a fine-tuned suspension different than any other suspension out there. They fine-tune it to where you can get into any type of road that you need to get into and get out of. Now, also it gives you the Z71 badging along the vehicle, and you also get it up here in the front. And then you also have the 17-inch cast aluminum painted rims up in the front. Now, right here in front of me, I have the 3.6 V6 engine. We also offer the 2.4 4-cylinder engine. It's an inline 4-cylinder. And then new to the 2016, we're gonna offer the 2.4 turbo diesel, which is a huge thing because all over Europe, all the mid-size class trucks all have diesels already. So, you know, it's awesome that we're bringing that to the American market. This 3.6 V6 is different than any other engine that was in the Colorados before. With the dual overhead cams that works continuously with the variable valve timing to give you that most efficient gas mileage. Now you also have complete quietness around the whole vehicle. And I'm going to show you more a couple places around the vehicle where they're able to get that quietness. But one place is right here on the firewall. They use this silver, it kind of looks like a foil material. That's an insulation to protect, and it's a fire shield just in case of that collision accident. Now, they don't only put it right there on the firewall. The whole underside of the vehicle is insulated with that same material to make it that quiet right on the inside. Now, once you close the hood, you also have the sound deadening material up here in the front. You can see how aesthetically appealing this vehicle is. With the lines around the vehicle, it looks like a big truck. It doesn't look like a small truck like a Ranger or a Tacoma or anything like that. Now, when you first look at this truck, I have a lot of customers asking, why does it sit so low in the front? This bottom bracket right here, for those off-road enthusiasts, it is removable with just a normal screwdriver or any type of part. This can come right off, so when you do want to go off-roading, you're able to get that clearance that you need. But it is there for a reason during city driving. With this 3.6 V6, it's a class-leading 26 miles per gallon. That is huge for a 6-cylinder. Our main competitor, the Tacoma, only gets 24 miles to the gallon on the highway. That black bracket right there gives it that aerodynamics that it needs to get it the most efficient possible. Not only do they stop there in the front, but they have this shutter system just like in our Cruise Eco. It opens up and shuts to make it the most aerodynamic and allows the air to flow around the vehicle as best as possible. When you're towing, it's actually going to open up. This way you can cool down the engine as much as possible. And when you're not towing and don't need all of that power, it's actually going to close up. This way the air doesn't try going in there and it just flips all around the vehicle, along with all these lines around here. You do get your HID high intensity projector beam headlights. Those are great in the nighttime because you're able to see a lot clearer and you don't have that ugly yellow light in front of you. It's a nice white light and it looks really nice when you're driving behind people and they look in their rear view mirrors. With the Z71 package, you're gonna get the Goodyear Wrangler tires, all terrain. No other of our competitors use these Goodyear Wrangler tires. We don't put Firestone or anything like that on our trucks. We use Goodyear tires. Now we also use the same material that they use on the Silverados, this fabric material. Now this is a noise insulated material. It's so that when you are driving, you're not hearing the rocks and the different things hit this material. You're actually getting the full quietness that you should get when you spend the money you spend on trucks like this. Now with the old black plastic that they used to use, when you would get rocks and things hitting up here, you would hear it clunk upon there. This kind of absorbs the impact and doesn't allow it to be as loud when you're driving it. You do have standard four disc brakes around the vehicle. That was class leading when it first came out. Now on the Colorado, they inserted the triple seal doors just like on all of our Chevy models to make it quiet and efficient on the inside. Now even though it is triple seal doors, you still have double laminated windows and triple laminated up in the front to make it as quiet as possible in the inside. They want to make this truck a daily driver, not only to the work site, but to your family, to church on Sunday, to your graduations. They want you driving this thing everywhere you go. Now, Chevy doesn't only think about the aesthetics, they think about the safety within the vehicle as well. They're there to prevent the crash. Now, you might ask, what do you mean by prevent? They offer a lane departure warning inside of these Colorado trucks. None of our competitors offer that lane departure warning. What it does is when you're in the lanes, there's a camera up here that will take 35 frames per second of the lanes in front of you. And when you start to swerve out of that lane, it's going to give you a notification that you're getting outside of your lane. As soon as you put on that blinker, it deactivates that notification for you. You also have the forward collision alert. That is class leading as well. That is going to notify you when you're coming up too rapidly on a vehicle. Now that's to prevent the crash. They're going to protect you through the crash as well. And to protect you, they're going to have the dual stage airbags on the inside, 6 dual stage airbags. They're not all going to come out at the same speed no matter what speed the collision happened at. They're going to come out at the speed that you need it to come out at, and wherever the impact was coming from, that's where the airbags are going to come out from. So not every time are all 6 airbags going to come out. You're only going to come out with what is needed. Now they also have the reinforced steel along the whole vehicle, and then you also have your crossbeam bars along the doors. So pretty much like this truck is, you know those old track cars where they have the steel frames and then they put the body on top of the track cars? This is the exact same thing. They have a full steel frame along the whole vehicle. It goes from back tire all the way to the front tire. And what that does is it gives you that smoother ride, and God forbid you get in that collision accident, it's going to stay in one piece. There's not going to be the back end over there and the front end over here. This whole truck's going to stay intact to keep you as safe as possible. Now they're also going to respond to the vehicle. So far we've got in protect, we've got in prevent, protect, and then they're going to respond. Now as soon as a collision is enacted on this truck, the fuel pump is going to shut off. This way there's no gas combustion going on anymore. The lights are also going to go off. In the front, your emergency lights are going to go on automatically, and then your cabin lights are going to turn on automatically. This way, when emergency vehicles show up, they're able to see inside and see exactly what's going on inside of there. That is a class-leading thing for the Colorados. They're also going to respond by OnStar. As soon as that impact is notified, OnStar will send out emergency vehicles to your location. 90% of accidents happen at night, and people never know about them. OnStar gives you that benefit that somebody's always watching your back and they're always there with you. Now, along here in the back, you still have that fabric material. Up here, this rubber is here for a reason. It's to protect from rocks coming in and not dinging up, or if you put something back here in your payload, it's not going to ding up the sides and you're still going to get to keep that real nice paint color. Just like in the Silverados, you have your rear corner step standard from the LS all the way up to the Z71. The 3 trim levels in the Colorado. The base trim level is the work truck. After the work truck, it's going to be the LT, and then the Z71 is its own trim level by itself. The Z71 can be offered in a 2-wheel drive like this one I have in front of me, or it can be offered in the 4-wheel drive. Now, even though you get a 2-wheel drive, you still have the G80 locking differential in the back. Now, what does that do for you? That's going to lock up these tires back here in case you start slipping or anything like that. you're going to get the same foot-pounds per torque to the back tires as you are going to get to the front two tires. So it's almost like driving a four-wheel drive vehicle. It's going to get you out of almost any predicament that you're in, and Chevy's been testing this technology for over 7 years now, so it's a well-trusted technology. And if you look at a lot of Jeeps out there, they do the same thing. They'll weld that back axle together so that the pin will just go out into the tire and lock it up. Now you also have the rear corner steps, of course the easy lift tailgate. Now that's really nice in case you have groceries or anything with you. You don't have to be trying to fumble around with the tailgate and bring it down slowly. You can just let it fall on its own. Up here in the tailgate, or in the bed, it's awesome because with the Colorado, they want you to take this truck from the work site all the way to the campgrounds, all the way to the beach. They want you, they come with amounts of accessories to put on this truck. They come with a 2-tier gear-on package, which is it's a 2-tier loading system where you can put bikes, canoes, backpacks, different things on top of here. And then it also has the bed divider. Now the bed divider is going to cut the bed truck in half. This way you're able to organize things how you want back here, and it's almost like having 2 trunks of a regular car. Now back here, you can have up to 1,600 pounds in the payload. That's class leading compared to the Tacoma, which is only 1,400 pounds. And the Frontier, they don't even have a payload on their trucks. It said not available. Now, of course, this tailgate is lighter than any other tailgate. I can just lift it up with one finger and shut it up with just one finger. Now, with the max trailering package, I don't have on this truck right here in front of me, but with the 3.6 V6 engine, I can tow up to a class-leading 7,000 pounds. That is 600 more pounds than the Tacoma. And just with this V6 engine, which offers 305 horsepower, that's 40 more horsepower than the Tacoma. Or no, sorry, 30 more horsepower than the Tacoma and 40 more horsepower than the Frontier. And those are both 6-cylinder engines as well. So we're class leading in every aspect of this truck. You get a standard backup camera from the work truck all the way up to the Z71 4x4. Standard backup camera. What's that advantage to the truck lovers is when you're trying to back up this beautiful truck, you don't want to bump it into any light poles or anything like that. I know myself, I'm very bad at hitting stuff like that, so the backup camera is huge on that.
So I got a cruise.
On the, one thing that is really nice to the Colorados is the gas tank right here. It's a huge gas tank, and they make it very convenient for the driver. They put it real close to the driver, pretty much as close as you can get. It's a 21-gallon gas tank, so it'll get you as far as you need to go. And whenever you're off-roading out there, you'll have the full capability to do whatever you want to do without the worry of running out of gas. Now, let's say you ran out of gas. You still get that 5-year, 60,000-mile roadside assistance. What that'll do for you is that they'll come out and bring you gas to your location. Now they'll also bring you a battery if you need a battery. They'll jumpstart your vehicle. They'll get inside of the vehicle if you lock your keys inside the vehicle. But don't worry about that because you can download the OnStar Remote Link app. Now that OnStar Remote Link app, you're able to start and unlock the vehicle from the convenience of your phone. So God forbid you did lock those keys in your vehicle. You're able to unlock it with your phone and just get right on the inside. Now on the inside, it's a tremendous step for the mid-class trucks. I mean, if you look at a couple of our competitors, the Tacoma's coming out with their new 16 model, but they still can't even compete with the back seat and the front seats of the Chevy Colorado. The comfort inside of the seats, the seat is actually sunken into the back seat, and it's actually, the back plate is at an angle. It doesn't sit straight up like most vehicles. So you're sitting at an angle, at an incline, so that you're real nice and relaxed, and you're not sitting back there like this all stiffened like you normally do in the mid-size class trucks. You do have great storage back here. You have a little compartment back here where you can put like a .22, a shotgun, some ammo when you guys go shooting. And then these seats fold down real easy so that you're able to put your child restraints back here and able to still have a car seat. Now what's really nice is once you put the car seat back here, it's enough room to where the feet aren't touching up against that back seat. Now what I really love about the Colorado, and especially the ones that we order, is that we order it with this leatherette and cloth combination. Now what that does for you is when your girlfriend or wife are trying to drive this vehicle, they're not going to complain about driving this car whether it's hot or cold outside. I'm sure you guys have wives and girlfriends at home, and when they sit in their leather vehicles, they're always burning the bottom of their thighs when they sit down on the leather. With this cloth advantage, it's always nice and cool once they sit down. Now in the winter you still get the heated seats, So you can remote start the vehicle, heat up the seats for her, but even if she sits down, it's not going to be freezing cold on this cloth material, and it's going to be real durable. Now, full connection inside of the vehicle. Full technology. You get up to 4 USBs with the full convenience package. This one does have the 4 USBs, and then you also have the 7-inch MyLink radio. That is a class-leading MyLink radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity and 4G LTE Wi-Fi, which you can bundle with your AT&T service. I just purchased a Cruise, and I'm able to use my Wi-Fi that I use my gigabytes that I have with AT&T, and able to use it inside of the car, and I'm able to do my Colorado research while I'm driving, but I don't text and drive. But you know, I'm able to do things like that and the convenience of my car. So they're turning the car into the workplace as well. You know, they want you to use this truck in every part of your life, in every aspect of your life. With the convenience of finger touch controls on the steering wheel, to be able to control every part of the vehicle, control your Bluetooth, control your radio, and see all the info of your vehicle as far as like your oil pressure, your tire pressure, and make sure that everything's working correctly inside of the vehicle. Now, not only are they going to be looking on there, but with the dealer maintenance notification with an OnStar, they're going to be sending updates to your dealer that you purchased the vehicle from, Mission Chevrolet, and we'll be able to check on the vehicle and make sure everything's working properly. And if we get a notification that something's not working properly, we have a full call center that will call you guys and make sure to set up that appointment and get you guys in here to fix that vehicle, because we want you guys coming back to Mission Chevrolet. Now, not only that, but you will have the 2-year, $24,000 maintenance plan, which is 2 free oil changes and tire rotations on this truck. Now, not only are they going to stop there, but they're going to do a 27-point inspection on the vehicle to make sure everything's working properly in its first 2 years of life. Because GM's not going to leave you behind. They're not just going to sell you the vehicle and move on to the next guy. They want to sell you your vehicle, they want to sell your sister their vehicle, and they want to sell you your next vehicle after that. Now, none of our competitors have OnStar. OnStar is a huge thing for GM. It's class leading, it's the safest thing out there, and it's affordable for people that want it inside of their vehicle. We offer a 5-year basic plan with the vehicle, which gives you the key fob remote services with the vehicle, and then you also get the dealer maintenance notification for free for 5 years. Now, for the 6 months trial, you get the directions and connections. Now, what that's going to do for you is it's going to give you the emergency response units. God forbid airbags do deploy, they will send out emergency vehicles to your location. You will also get the locator services. God forbid this vehicle ever gets stolen. They're able to track down this vehicle to its pinpoint location, notify the police where it's at. Now, they're not going to shut down the vehicle to a complete stop. They're going to slow it down to about 5 miles an hour. This way it doesn't flip over, and they're able to apprehend your vehicle and get it back for you. Now, they don't only stop there, they also offer directions and connections. What that's going to do is, if you ever are in a city that you don't know any places around there, you're looking for a gas station when you're driving around, you just hit that blue OnStar button, let them know, hey, I'm looking for a good Chinese restaurant. They'll give you every Chinese restaurant in that place. They will also give you any barbecue restaurant you're looking for. If you're looking for a hotel, they'll give you the closest hotel. They're there for you in every aspect of life inside of this vehicle, including with that 4G LTE Wi-Fi. Now, this Chevy Colorado has been trusted, and it's been proven through time and time again. And with this new 2016 model, they're able to overstep those boundaries that they weren't able to overstep before. With class-leading towing, class-leading efficiency, and class-leading looks. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat this Chevy Colorado. And this is your 2015 Chevrolet Colorado.